Hello builders, another day, another Snowflake tip. But this time it's going to be a little interesting. So what I'm going to show you is like how do we use Snowflake Cortex Agent API using GitHub Copilot right within your VS Code. So this complete project is open source. I have that on this repository. I put the repository on the video description. And it uses Model Context Protocol. And it's as simple as easy to install it by just clicking this button. I'm just going to click this button. It's going to open this on my VS Code, asking me to install. I'm just going to say install it on my user settings. And there we go. It's asking you for a bunch of information. I have a .env file. You can find the example of this env file in the repository, so which you can create and then rename it to .env and update for your settings. So I'm just going to start with the account identifier. So I'm just going to go here, say the account identifier. The username is going to be the service account user that I'm going to use. The password is going to be Snowflake Programmatic Access Token, PAT. The scripts are there in the repository, which allows you to generate one for yourself. And then I'm going to have a semantic model file called a support tickets. I'm just going to upload that here. And then it's also going to ask you for the search service, which I defined. So if you're wondering about how do we create all those things, don't worry. The setup scripts on the repository sets up a demo database, the semantic model, the search service, everything for you. You can take a look at that on the setup.sql. Maybe like I'll just walk through quickly at the end of this demo. And then I touch upon the warehouse. I'm going to use my warehouse that I already have, and that's it. And there's a bunch of models that Snowflake that supports on the Cortex side. I just listed all of them. You can pick one of them. Snowflake Cortex is going to be default. So let's try doing Claude for this case. I'm just going to use Claude 3-7 Sonnet here. And that's it. So the setup is done. The MCP server will be configured here and it's already running. I can just click on this. Let me more here and then show output. You should see the server running here. And it's a Dockerized container, which means that if I go to Docker dashboard, I should see the Cortex server running here. You see this here? So that's what you see. The same logs as you see on my thing is what is going to be there as well. All right. So so we are done with installing this on this thing. So next, let's make things a little interesting. Let me make this window a little bigger so that we can use the GitHub Copilot. I'm going to open the chat window. And before we go ask questions to this, I have the old data here. If you see this is a database that gets set up when you use my demo repository here. I have a bunch of support tickets. I'm going to query on the support tickets, and also like I have a bunch of invoices that I'm going to query on. So we are going to use both of them. Let's go here. So let's go to my chat window. And then I say, okay, I'm going to be on agent mode. And then if I click on this tools here, you should see the MCP server, Snowflake Cortex agent running for us. So we're all good there. So let's close this one. And probably this also, we don't need this. Probably just I'm going to use one SQL file. I'll show you why I'm using this in a second. Work.sql. And then I'm just going to close all other windows just to make clear for the chat. Okay. So let's do this. Like the very first question I'm going to ask this is like, can you show me customer service? Show me a breakdown of customer support tickets by service type. Okay, that's going to be the thing. I'm going to ask this one right now, and you should see that Copilot is right now going analyzing this one. And it's going to use Cortex agents here. If you see this one, it's running our tool right here. You should see the customer breakdown here if you click on this. And right now it takes some time, go back and gets the data back sent. And we got the question here, and it gives you the breakdown as well, right? So when you're building applications, this is going to be super useful because you have the old insights right beside you. And when you're working on applications here, on that, like it's going to make things even more easier for you to develop the application, which is very closer to your business, right? So let's make it a little interesting. I'm going to say, okay, can you add the query to my SQL file? So it's going to add, I'm trying to see like if it can add the query onto my SQL file here. So that's going to be on the work breakdown thing here. So it's going to take the query that I got from the first ticket and then onto this one. That's what we're going to do right now. There we go. So this is the exact thing that we got here. And let's verify our query like cellular 15 and all these things right here. So you're done with. Now GitHub Copilot is able to dump everything on here. So I can just say keep here so that this one is there. So I'm just going to go back here and then say, I can also execute if you have a Snowflake extension, but I've not configured that. So I'm just going to go to Snow site and then run this query here. And there you see the exact same answers that we got here, right? Because obviously Cortex Agents is playing behind the scenes, right? So let's go back and ask another question. Probably this time I'm going to ask something from an invoice. So what I'm going to do is like, I'm just going to add a context. I'm just going to create a markdown file. Let me call this as a markdown. Okay, let's not do that. Okay. Let's go back and ask another question, but this time I'm going to ask it from a search service, right? I'm going to say, okay, was Gregory, there's going to be one invoice that I remember, charge a roaming fee. So this is going to go, let's see if this comes up with the answer for us, the support tickets, and find out like if it's there, anything related to Gregory there. Let's find out. Obviously, let's see. Yes, Gregory was charged a roaming fee. It gives you the ID, how much amount, etc., etc. And then like it says that it's been, and then like I'm going to request that can you dump this info onto markdown file for reporting. Maybe there's a little typo with reporting spelling there. Okay, let's see. I think it should take care. I think that's what it's going to do right now. It's going to take care and prepare the markdown file basically where it's going to dump the whole stuff. Let's wait for Copilot to do the job for us. Right now we are seeing the two powerful tools like Snowflake Cortex Agent API with MCP configuration and GitHub Copilot working in tandem to get the best insights possible within the data and give you the best developer experience, because at Snowflake we always believe making things easy, connected, and trusted, right? That's what we're doing right within your thing. It's generating this roaming charges report.md. You should write that file, do some linting and all other stuff, make sure that the file is good. We can also change your models in case if you don't want Claude. If you want to change to something else, then you can just do some other model if you want. If you remember, we picked it up from there, so it gives you all this stuff. I'm just going to say keep and go here, and there you go, right? So we can also open that on a preview mode to see what all the reports we have that's specifically for Gregory and other people that's there, right? That's pretty much it. Like, I hope you enjoyed this. I've dumped this repository in the video description, and more to come. This is still experimental, and there is lots more to explore on what we can do with MCP Cortex Agent API, which is PUPR right now. Go give a try and let me know how it works for you. Thank you so much. Another day with another tip. Bye now.